This was the scene from just one of our cameras catching the action as the East Ascension High School class of 2016 performed the traditional pond jump, symbolically wrapping up their high school careers and jumping into whatever their futures may hold for them moving forward. Welcome to Inside Ascension, everyone. We'll have more on the pond jump later in the show. I'm John Connolly.
And I'm Marshall Courtney. This episode is all about summer and what the season brings. We begin our summer show with the day which typically signifies the start of summer, but most importantly recognizes the sacrifice made by our military veterans who paid the ultimate price for our freedom. Memorial Day. We have a special tribute from Ascension Veterans Park by one of Ascension Parish government's familiar faces. With summer comes hurricane season. We'll visit the Ascension Parish Office of Emergency Preparedness for advice on how you can keep your loved ones safe as severe weather approaches. The warm, wet weather of summer in South Louisiana means mosquitoes and plenty of them. Mosquito control officials are busy working to ensure our outside activities this summer aren't ruined by the presence of the pesky pests. Summer means cookouts and outdoor fun, maybe at one of our parish parks. At Jackie Robinson Park in Geismar, a coordinated cleanup effort by corporate neighbor Methanex and parish recreation employees brought new life and beauty to the facilities there. In the words of Alice Cooper, not only is school out for summer, but high school is out forever for the EA seniors of 2016. We'll take you back to the pond jump for more summer celebration. And we'll wrap up this show all about summer with some musical lagniappe dedicated to the season from Ascension Music Jam 2016. We'll bring you off the grid's version of Summertime Blues. So stay with us, won't you?
The summer edition starts right now, Inside Ascension.
On the side of the highway and scripture on grocery store signs. Maybe 18 was too early, or maybe 30 or 40 is true. Did you get the chance to make peace with the man before he sent down his angels for you? Love you, 'cause that's all they know how to do. You never planned on the bombs in the sand or sleeping in your dress blue. Your wife said this all would be funny when you get back home in a week. You'll turn 22 and we'll celebrate you in a bar or a tent by the creek. Your baby would just about be here, and your very last tour would be up. You ain't coming back, we're all dressed in black, drinking sweet tea from styrofoam cups. Mamas and grandmamas love you. American boys hate to lose. You never planned on the bombs in the sand or sleeping in your dress blue. gymnasium's ready, full of flowers and old legionnaires. Nobody showed up to protest. They all sniffled and stared. There's red, white, and blue in the rafters. Silent old man from the Corps. What did they say when they took you away to fight somebody's faraway war? Nobody here can forget you. You showed us what we had to lose when you never planned on the bombs in the sand or sleeping in your dress blue. You never planned on the bombs in the sand or sleeping in your dress blue.
Welcome home, man.
Welcome back to Inside Ascension, everybody. We're joined now by Rick Weber, Director of the Ascension Parish Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness. Thanks for being with us, Rick.
John, we appreciate what you do. Thanks for coming out and putting this information out to the public.
Absolutely. It's hurricane season.
Exactly.
What's that mean for y'all?
It's the busiest time of year for us. I mean, we're always vigilant. We're always coordinating with our state and federal partners to make sure that we can get the information out to the public, the best information out to the public, the information they need to protect themselves and their families.
The season just started and we're already 3 storms in.
Already are. You know, the one that's out in the Gulf right now looked like a big rainmaker, but we keep looking. What's coming out of Africa, across the Atlantic, we're always keeping an eye on it.
What should residents do to prepare, not just this year, but every year for hurricanes? It's the same thing.
And it's not just for hurricanes, John. What it is we look at it from an all hazards perspective, and really what I want to put out is this emergency planning guide that we put out from our office. I mean, you can download it online, you can go to the website and pick it up, you can come by the office and pick up a hard copy. It covers most hazards that we have in the parish, but the one that we're focusing on right now, because of the hurricane season, we'd like residents to focus on that portion of the planning guide. I want them to take a look at what to do before, during and then after the storm. That's the key things that you want to look at. And before the storm, make a family preparedness plan. I mean, talk to your children about it. I mean, understand where your rally point would be. If you have a resident or family member that lives out of town, make sure that everybody has their number. And because sometimes cell phones don't work, use texting a lot. I mean, that's really important. So everybody call that same person, so in case you do get separated, they know exactly what to do. But inside this guide, it tells you how to set up a family preparedness plan. It tells you how to set up an emergency supply kit and what to do to prepare for a storm coming in before it even happens. So that's a critical piece of it. During a storm, is if you're staying at home, secure your home as best you can. Listen to the officials, the official notifications that come out from the Sheriff's Department or Gonzales PD or any of the state officials. Make sure you do that. Make sure you maintain a 72-hour supply of emergency supplies, whether it's medication, prescription eyeglasses, money, cash, because ATMs usually don't work during a storm. You know, make sure that you're taking care of your pets. Prepare for a loss of communications. Get a weather radio with battery so you can make sure that you can maintain that communications, or at least listen to what's going on. And just be aware that emergency response sometimes may be limited when the wind gets above 35, 40 miles an hour, because they shelter in place also. So if you do have an emergency, if you're staying at home, that response may be limited.
These are all things, we may be blessed with no activity for one season, or we may be bombarded with storms during a season. For this area, the area we live in, this is a way of life. These are things that if you choose to ignore and not do, you're pretty much playing with fire, huh?
Exactly. I mean, we do a risk analysis, and we've got multiple hazards in the parish, but obviously, you know, hurricanes are one of the biggest. We live in the Gulf Coast, and it
just geographically.
Exactly, and we haven't had one in a while, but all it takes is one, you know, so it can do pretty severe damage.
Right. How can residents stay in touch with OEP to receive the latest information on how to stay safe?
There are several ways that our residents can get the latest information from our office during a storm. First and foremost, social media is a great way to stay in touch with us. We're very active on Facebook and Twitter, so we keep that up to date before, during, and after a storm, and really in any event in our parish. So that's a great resource for everybody to use. We also use the Code Red Emergency Alerting app. So anybody with a smartphone can download this app on your phone and get real-time emergency alerts for your area. We also have a link on our website where you can sign up to have your phone number, your address, and your email entered into our database in order to receive emergency alerts to your home phone or to your email during an event as well. And we also do our community information line, which you can call in and receive information from us that way. We'll record messages throughout a storm or an event to give our residents the most up-to-date information. The number for our community information line is 1-866-380-2303. And again, that information line will have recorded information that's going to be updated throughout an event or a storm. We also encourage people to download the Code Red Emergency Alerting app. You can also register through a link on our website to have your phone number and your address entered into our database so we can send alerts to you directly. You can also register for our medical special needs list. That would be for people who are medically dependent on oxygen or have other medical needs. We want to make sure that we check on these people before a storm, so the link will be up on our website to register for that as well. To follow us on Facebook and Twitter, you can follow us on Twitter at Ascension OSEP, that would be Ascension OHSEP, or on Facebook at Ascension Parish Homeland Security, and that would be facebook.com/APOHSEP.
Rick, what about after the storm? What should people be prepared for and ready to do?
And how to prepare, especially if you evacuated your families. You know, if you evacuate, make sure that you look at this emergency preparedness guide. It's got all the evacuation routes in, how to call 211, how to get the information that you need to evacuate. But what's critically important is how do you re-enter the parish after a hurricane? And to do that, call the community information line, you know, and the number that Meredith put out. Call the Emergency Operations Center, 225-621-8360, and we'll provide you with that information. Just make sure you understand the hazards before you move back into the parish, if in fact you did evacuate.
Awesome, Rick. Thank you so much for this information and spending some time with us.
Thank you for coming out here and doing this for us. We appreciate it.
Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this.
Did you buy the flashlight and the batteries?
Yes.
Did you make sure we're not missing anything in the first aid kit?
Yup.
Did you go through the plan with the kids again?
Yes.
The more you prepare today, the more you'll be able to reduce the devastating effects of a tornado, an earthquake, a power outage, or any other disaster. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed. Visit ready.gov.
Summer typically brings us outdoors for activities, but the heat and humidity of South Louisiana means conditions are right for mosquitoes, putting a damper on outdoor plans. Ascension Parish Mosquito Control Director David Matassa discusses mosquito control, health, and safety, and advises what we can do to minimize their danger.
In Louisiana, you can have mosquitoes year-round regardless. It could be Indian summer, meaning temperatures are high. It could be a December, and we have a warm December or January, and you can have mosquitoes, okay? In Louisiana, we have about 70 different species. However, in the springtime, that's when they start to come out for the first time since we had a little winter time, and you start to feel the mosquitoes and they start annoying you, so we start to get busy. And then when the summertime swings around, the temperatures, if it's a normal summer in Louisiana, is very hot, and the water evaporates, the index is like 110, so there's not a lot of water. And that said, so the mosquitoes not as bad in the summertime, even though it's hot, except in where areas that's holding water, pending water. And most of the water in ditches, area ditches, it all evaporate because it's so hot. So actually the worst time of year in Louisiana is usually the fall, around football season, because the temperatures start to drop from the index of 110 to maybe 70 degrees. That's ideal for mosquitoes. Less than half the water evaporates, so the water stays, and half they have water to breathe. A mosquito cannot breathe without water. So it has the equation. So low temperatures, the water stays longer, and the worst time of the year is the fall, because then hibernation is coming, which is the winter time, it's coming behind the fall. So when that combination, the mosquitoes are more vicious, and the only ones that bite you is a female mosquito, and the only reason they bite you is for the blood meal, to get blood for the protein to complete the egg cycle. It's nothing to do with being hungry. So housekeeping is so very important for us to keep egress cut short, and firewood in areas that, they'll go in areas and hide and rest in shaded areas, period. It might be in a saucer that's underneath that flower pot that's holding water when they water the plants. It might be the bird bath that's holding water. It takes, in the summertime, the temperatures, it takes about a week, 5 to 7 days to breed, for that mosquito larvae to hatch into an adult. So if you take a hose pipe and you're shooting water in your flower beds or whatever, and you would go to your bird bath and just shoot fresh water once a week, you wouldn't have to actually dump it, just shoot water into it, fresh water. Staggered shallow water, that's the problem.
Mosquitoes and mosquito bites will always be a nuisance, so it is important to be aware and up to date on the most recent diseases transported by mosquitoes.
Since 1999, with the West Nile coming in, it really woke us up saying, well, mosquitoes is no longer a nuisance. We actually can get a disease, and we actually can be killed and die from a mosquito bite.
Yeah.
And now, since the West Nile virus came in 1999, in the year 2000, it really gave us an awakening call. And just recently, of course, a lot of people are talking about the Zika virus. The West Nile virus originated in Africa in the 1930s. It came into our country in 1999.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is everything appears to be a matter of time. Zika virus, not domestically, not into our country as a domestic, meaning it was brought in so far, there's over 400 cases as of date. People that travel, South America and different areas of the world, that got infected by the Zika virus, okay? If people would just take the time to survey their property, go in your backyard and look and see there's some old tires that you're going to put on a boat tree you never put. Certain species love to breed in containers, which is like a tire, or any other thing that's holding water. And these species are more targeted to disease-carrying species also. So if you go survey your property and turn over anything that's holding water, it could hold water that you're not going to use, either flip it upside down or dump it.
One way that Ascension Parish Mosquito Control is combating mosquitoes is with nature itself. A grant has been given that will add another tool to their collection.
Gambuzi Minnow Project. It's the minnows that eat mosquito larvae. Excuse me. It's going to be great because up north in the country there's a lot of programs that actually do this. We're going to be the first to actually have this type of program implemented in Ascension Parish. We're going to grow these minnows in these like pools, and we're going to give them to the general public. You can either come over once we announce it to pick them up in these bags, and we give them to them, and they can put in area ditches that they know that's breed, or even a pond, which is a win-win because it's nature against nature when you go in. Mosquito larvae and minnows, that's one of the number one appetites on the menu. So we're not using insecticides, so we're saving money. The parish is so large, it's pretty hard for us to cover the entire parish. Basically, so we need help from the general public saying, look, I got these ditches that I was draining, I got these ditches in my backyard, I got this pond, and we'll come out as soon as possible and help them. And I think it'll be a great project, and I think it'll help a lot. We're basically the number one program in the state of Louisiana per capita. There's no program as good as Ascension. We're really tops, we really are.
For more information about Ascension Parish mosquito control efforts and programs, call Mosquito Control at 225-621-9613. It only takes a few litter bugs and vandals to turn a beautiful park into a not-so-desirable place to hold a family gathering, outdoor cookout, or have a ball game. In Geismar, a team of employees from corporate neighbor Methanex recently got together with Ascension Recreation Department staff at Jackie Robinson Park. Together, they cleaned up the park, picked up the trash and debris, rebuilt the broken and damaged facilities there, and turned Jackie Robinson Park back into a place everyone can be proud of.
We're at Jackie Robinson Park. We have a community project going on. We have Methanex chemical out here. We have people from the community. Richard Brown came out, and then Parks and Recreation. It's a combined effort to fix up this. This is actually one of the prettiest parks in the parish. So we're just trying to fix it up and make it nice, make it better for the community.
This is our technical department took on this project to refurbish Jackie Robinson Memorial Park. We have about 24 in this department, and we have support from some of our community members and the Park Commission and some other organizations as well. We also had several vendors who donated materials for today's cleanup, so we thank them for their support as well.
What are y'all doing out here today?
Painting the park. We're doing Twister right now. He's working on Foursquare over there. So they were gonna have some hopscotch, and they're fixing up the basketball court and the baseball field, the dugout area, and everything.
We're working on this dugout right here. It was all apart, and so we're replacing it. We're doing a lot of painting on all of the outbuildings and the dugout, and as well we already redid the basketball goals, the backboards. Although somebody pulled one down, we'll have to fix that one.
What has been the case recently with this park?
Vandalism. Methanex came out. They did this for the community itself, and they repainted. They took down all the backboards. They painted them, blasted them, came back, put them up. Nice metal rims, the metal netting, and somebody just came and ripped them all down this weekend. It's our park. It's their park. It's the kids' park. It's the people's park who actually want to come out here and play. And, I have a group that comes out every weekend and plays volleyball. You shouldn't have to deal with the other mess. Recreation is getting better. We're getting bigger. We're getting better. We're adding new things and doing new things every day. And it's for the kids. It's for the community. Don't tear that up.
Trying to basically turn this thing back into what could be a really good community park.
Why is it important that y'all get involved and do something like this?
Well, being a good corporate citizen and a good neighbor is very important to Methanex, and this park is just a stone's throw from our plant and needed some attention, so we're out here to clean it up.
Methanex is a real big believer in being part of the community that we operate in. I mean, that's part of what we call our license to operate in the area. And so we've done quite a few things, other teams throughout the area, but this is the first project I think that we've done that's right in the heart of Geismar, and I think that's what makes it the most important thing. And what we're hoping is that with a little bit of work out here and getting some of the community interested, which we've gotten a lot of the community leaders interested, we're hoping that maybe we can turn it back into something where the community could really enjoy taking part.
I think it's important to give back to the community. They let us do what we need to do, and so it's good to just give back every now and then. And I love doing community service, and it just brings out the good in everybody. It's really important for us to give back. I mean, it makes us feel good doing it, definitely. Like if I drove by and saw kids playing, I'd love that. But this community, they support all of the different plants and everything and let us do our work, so it's nice to be able to give back to them.
What's the goal? What's the long-term goal for Jackie Robinson Park?
Well, talking to some community members, this park was really important to the community. They put a lot of effort into building it many, many years ago, and it's just seen some wear and tear. So we're hoping with a good clean polish and some fresh paint and some new attention, we'll have the community back having great recreation activities here.
I hope that it stays maintained. I hope it stays clean. I hope when kids come out here and see that we put in the effort for them to have a nice place to come play, that they'll keep it up too and not just throw trash all over the ground, but actually walk 10 feet to the trash can and enjoy playing Twister and Foursquare and all that good stuff. So.
I think if we could start it here and the kids could have a place to play, we'll end up with a decent park again.
Well, the long-term goal is to keep it a place that kids can come and play and have a good time, have a safe time. We're just trying to make it a nice family park. My hope is that more families occupy the park, you know, functions. This is a really nice park. It can be utilized in so many ways. It's the perfect place for the community to come together to do family gatherings. I just want it utilized in that way.
Keeping parish parks clean is a team effort. Take pride in your parks and put garbage where it belongs. Please clean up before you leave and report those who don't to authorities.
Well, in 1967, in 66, all the schools were united. We were Dutchtown, Santa Maria, and Gonzales. Became EA. In the 6th year of the 60s, East Ascension began anew, rich in yellow and in royal blue. That's part of the alma mater. Anyway, I graduated here in 1969. My daughter graduated here in 1997. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. I have a senior graduating, a granddaughter.
3 generations.
It's 3 generations that's been doing the pine jump.
What's your granddaughter's name?
Brenna Villeneuve.
Tell me about your daughter and how proud you are of her.
I'm very proud of her. It's been a long road, but I'm very, very proud of her. You can make me cry.
That's okay. That's okay. That's what parents do.
Yeah.
You want to take your glasses off so we
No.
can see the tears?
No.
Cynthia, why are you out here today?
I'm out here to support my niece, my great niece, who's graduating. She has lost her grandfather and her grandmother, and we are her caregivers, along with her mother. So I'm out here to support her.
What is her name?
Her name is Kasia Mylan.
I bet you're very proud of Kasia.
I'm very proud of Kasia. I can't stop crying.
Tears of happiness, no doubt.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. It's a little chilly to be jumping in a pond of water.
Yes, yes it is. But those children don't fear cold or anything. They're going to jump.
They've been looking forward to this for about 4 years.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. And of course, I'm sure you're not only looking forward to seeing her jump and get out of this pond, but also
graduate.
grab her diploma off the stage.
And go further her endeavors. That's my prayer for her.
I'm very proud, very proud. Looking forward to this day. She's just coming off of a broken leg, so I told her to make sure she walks before she jumps. If she jumps, she said she may not jump.
Just wandering slow and easy.
Wandering slow and just take your time. Told her to get out of the way of any athletes. So
she's not still on crutches and doesn't have the cast.
No, she's been walking in a boot for a while. And Dr. Blanchard told her as long as she takes the boot off and walks and gets in, everything's fine. So
very good, awesome. I'm sure you're very proud to not only see her do the pond jump, but get her diploma.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We'll rejoice.
Let's talk about what it means for you as a mom to see your son graduate. I mean, this is a rite of passage for EA graduates.
It's very bittersweet, but it's a good day. It's a good day.
Very good. You're looking forward to him jumping in the pond.
I am. It's been a long time coming, so I am.
What's it going to mean to see him walking across the stage getting his diploma?
Oh, it'll just be a great feeling. It's a wonderful feeling to see it, see him start his journey into, adult life.
Congratulations, Mom.
Thank you.
Congratulations to the East Ascension High School class of 2016. You can go to Ascension 21's YouTube channel to see all of the footage from all of the cameras we had rolling at the pond jump. Thanks for watching this summertime edition of Inside Ascension. Remember, you can reach us with your comments at insideascension@apgov.us. The email address is on the screen.
But before we go, here's some lagniappe. Summertime Blues was originally written and performed by American rockabilly artist Eddie Cochran. It's been covered many times over by other artists, including The Who, the Beach Boys, the Stray Cats, and maybe most notably, the 60s psychedelic blues rock band from San Francisco, Blue Cheer, whose version of Summertime Blues is often cited as the original heavy metal song. From Ascension Music Jam 2016, here's Off the Grid's version of Summertime Blues.
Son, you gotta work late. Sometimes I wonder how I'm gonna do. Well, there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Cause you didn't work a lick.